My name is Chris Walton. I'm a licensed electrician in the city of Pittsburgh. I'd like to introduce to you today a new smart switch product, the 911Switch. It is designed to help first responders quickly identify the location of an emergency, and I'd like to go over some key features and some installation for you. So some of the key features of the switch itself, when you take it out of the box, you're going to get a handheld FAB and the switch. The switch is going to have 5 wires. Your black is going to be your common or line. Your red will be the load or the control. You'll have a white for your neutral, a green for the ground, and then also a blue for the traveler. So this switch is made and designed to work as a single pole and a 3-way, meaning if a switch is controlling a light in one location or multiple locations. So before we start, I'd like to recommend that any electrical work that you're having done in your home be performed by a licensed and professional electrician. Electricity is not a hobby and should be practiced safely. So once you're ready to install the switch, first we're going to want to make sure that power is off at the location. You can do that at your circuit breaker, just verifying that power is no longer there. In this home's case, the wiring, I've already pulled these switches apart. Every home's going to be slightly different, but in this case, this white wire that's coming out of the box here is going to be our control. So we're going to tie that to this red line. The black line is our common or our line power, so that'll go to the black on our 911 switch. The white line up here is neutral. We have our ground down here, and this is just a single pole location, so this blue, we're just going to wire nut that. We'll do that right now so that can never be energized. And always starting with the control line or your load, go ahead and install that onto the wires in the home. Then lastly, we're going to take our common or our hot line and apply the power to it. Now go back downstairs and turn on your circuit breaker and test the switch to make sure it's operating. In this case, it is. So we know that this switch is ready to go, and now we can get into programming. All right, now that our switch is installed, we're going to go and pair the FAB that comes in the box. In the back of the FAB, you will see an add button with a little hole in there. Take a paper clip and press that button in for 5 seconds, and you'll see a blue LED light up on the front. When that starts to flash, it is in pairing mode. You want to push the activate and then deactivate button, and then push that, put that paper clip back in that hole. Press that button one more time. Now this FAB has its own unique code and is ready to pair to the switch. And we're going to do that by sliding this button at the bottom to the right. Now that takes power away from this switch. So this switch does not work right now. To get into the programming of the switch, you're going to hold the top of the paddle in and slide that power switch back on. And you're going to see this red light. Hold it for about 5 seconds again. Let it go, and it will start to blink. It's ready to accept the pairing of the FAB now. So we're going to want to touch the top paddle again, and then the activate button on the FAB, and then go ahead and slide this switch back off, back on, and now your FAB is now successfully paired to your switch. This is actually making the lights outside blink. When you're ready to activate the alert mechanism on the switch, you will just press the activate button on the FAB, which is located at the top near the hole on the FAB. And you see how it makes the red LED on the light switch light up. That's indicating that it's doing the same on the exterior light as well. When you're ready to deactivate, press the deactivate button on the FAB. Now this FAB is successfully paired to this switch. This is one method to activate this switch, and later we'll talk about how the app can also make this switch function as well. Another cool benefit about this switch is it can be programmed to operate in two different ways. You have the flashing alert mode or the solid state, which would just turn the lights on. So we recommend putting the flashing alert mode on the exterior lights, and if you wanted to buy one for your foyer or your bedroom and have that one programmed to just come on in the event of an emergency. And how you do that is it's all at the switch again. You're going to go ahead and slide that button at the bottom to the right, turning the power off, holding the top in and sliding this button back over to the left. That'll put you in the program mode, and pressing the top button again. We just set this switch alert mode to flashing, and if we wanted to change that, you can change it at any time. Go ahead and turn that off. Press the bottom in as you're sliding that switch back on. You're going to see the light flash again. Go ahead and press the bottom again. Now this switch is now set to come on in a solid state anytime you would hit the FAB or the app. And another benefit of the switch is the ability to install multiple switches at one location. You can install up to 10, having them flash for the exterior and steady on for any interior placement that you'd like, and the ability to use as many FOBs as you like. You're going to program these to each switch, so you can have as many FOBs as you need or want, and each FOB will control every switch in the home. So as I said, this switch also has the ability to be activated from a smartphone. If you go to the App Store or the Google Play Store and download the app, search 911Switch, and it's a free install. And when you do that, you will get access to the app platform. From here, you can, in the iOS platform, you can dial 911 straight from the app. Anytime you dial 911 out of your smartphone, this switch will activate in the pre-programmed designation that you set it to. So in this case, if we would dial 911 now, your exterior lights would go into alert mode. We have multiple locations. You can install a switch with a unique serial number in up to 5 locations. You can also add emergency contacts, up to 5 of those as well. Anytime that you dial 911 out of the app, your emergency contacts will be alerted with a notification that you had to dial 911. There's an emergency taking place, and also they'll get your geographical location. The app is Wi-Fi based, so you don't have to be at home to use it, which is another safety feature that we have built into the app. When the app is desired to be used with this switch, you will need to purchase a separate hub that's available on our website at 911switch.com. And what the hub does is it talks to our server, which allows the ability of the smartphone. Another function of that hub is when it's installed in the home, and if you have a security system, that hub can be tied into your security system to activate your switches anytime that alarm is tripped as well.
Be seen, be safe, and save a life. Use the 911 switch.